Welcome to the Truth or Die podcast, where we tell the truth as if our life depends on it, because we believe it does.
This is not a normal podcast. It's a movement. It's not entertainment. It's a wake-up call. Welcome to Truth or Die. Today we have a very special guest, and he's about to drop some bombs for you all. His name is Kane Barber. Welcome, bro.
Hey, guys. How are ya?
Thanks for coming in today.
No worries.
I'm so excited for this because the public aren't ready. Like, you're not ready. Buckle up right now. Today we're going to start with talking about obesity. Kane has had an incredible transformation. He was 100 and what?
160 kilos at my biggest, or 162.
That is, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. And now he's so brutal and honest about who he used to be, where he's came from, and it's incredible. Like, so inspiring, bro.
Yeah.
Like, how proud are you of that?
Really proud, bro. It's been a fucking wild 25 years to get where I am now, but the life I have is literally a dream.
It's hectic, bro.
Yeah,
that's so crazy. For starters, we're going to talk about obesity, and we're going to get hot and heavy.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Please like, comment, and subscribe throughout this video. You won't regret it. Yeah, so, bro, tell us about where you started and where you are now. Like, how much weight did you have to lose?
So, do you want me to start with, like, how I got to fat?
Yeah, tell us about your transformation, like where it started, where it stemmed from.
So, at my heaviest, when I was 160, the transformation kind of accidentally started. I was in a really bad point in life and went through a gnarly breakup, couldn't move back home, was homeless in my car for a bit and just thought, fuck it, I'm going to kill myself. Tried to overdose on 30 Xannies out in the bush. Woke up in my car 3 days later, vomit, shit myself, all that. From there, my auntie and uncle took me in, rehabilitated me into an actual semi-normal human by moving in with them, finally living in like a healthy, loving family situation. And from there, you know, just them being an actual family, like portion control, having meals with them, not eating how I would normally eat, and then also a plumbing apprenticeship. So I started moving a lot more, eating a lot less. The weight just kind of started melting off me because I went from eating probably 15,000 calories a day to max 2,000 a day, digging on the shovel all the time as an apprentice plumber. And then, you know, as I lost 30, 40 kilos, realized that the weight can come off. That kind of got me into the gym. And then from there, just kept rolling, just got addicted to the gym, got addicted to the progress. And here we are now.
So you did tell me before, just so the audience has a better idea of this. Tell us about the brekkie you used to have every day.
So I used to go to the Outlook Bakery. I'd get 4 barbecue smokies, 2 pies, a hedgehog slice, a cherry ripe slice, and 2 750 iced coffees, which then I would drive from the bakery to the servo to get 2 more iced coffees because I would drink straight away. I was drinking about 12 750ml iced coffees a day. There's like fucking 750 calories in each one, bro.
Is it fair to say you were their favorite customer, but also their business went downhill after you turned your life around?
Probably, bro.
So crazy. 162 kilos. Yeah. That's so phenomenal.
Yeah.
We're going to hit Kane with some straight up questions, and he's going to hit as hard and honest and raw as he possibly can. Yep. Why we're doing this about obesity at the start is because obesity is one of the biggest killers. Like, cancer has 3 in 10 deaths per year if you do the math. Obesity by itself has 1 in 10, but it also leads to cancers as well.
It leads to 90% of diseases.
Yeah, 90%.
Yeah.
It's so underlooked at, would you say?
100%. Like, being fat, there's not a single benefit to being a high body fat percentage.
Yeah, not at all.
No.
Not at all. It's crazy, bro. The first question I want to know, this is a good one, is there an excuse to be obese and fat?
There is no excuse to be fat. Besides, you know what? It's okay to gain a little bit of body fat while you're pregnant. You need the extra calories to support the growth of another person. But I don't give a fuck what your medical disposition is or your genetic disposition or what medication you are on. Fat is only formed from excess calories, excess energy. Our body stores fat, stores energy to use for a later date when we don't hit our calories. That is the whole point of fat. It's spare energy for days. Like back in the days when we were Aboriginals and stuff and tribe people, there would be days you wouldn't eat. That's what the fat on your body was for. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, if you've got like thyroid issues, for example, is a great one people love to use. Yes, you need less calories than the average person, but that doesn't mean you can get fat and blame it on being fat. It's your responsibility to take charge and learn what your calories are and still eat to those calories. You don't need to eat in such a surplus. You get fucking 40 kilos overweight.
It's very easy to control it, at the end of the day.
It is and it isn't. As long as if you take charge and learn nutrition, learn calories, you don't have to track your food exact. But if you just took a day, there's so much information online now with TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, like just learn what foods to avoid that are high calorie. Olive oils, butters, fucking peanut butter. Like there's so many things. Like a shot of olive oil has more calories than a cheeseburger from Macca's.
Wow.
Blows people's minds. But if
crazy.
you can learn to avoid these calorie dense foods and then stick to the whole foods like veggies and shit, a kilo of pumpkin, bro, is 200 calories. You're now filling a kilo of pumpkin would be. Like there is foods you can eat that are so voluminous and low calorie. You don't need to track your food to lose weight or be healthy. You just need to learn what foods, I need to steer clear of because this is how many calories. You don't have to be a bodybuilder.
It's crazy. Yeah. I didn't know until I actually lost 16 kilos myself. Even that was crazy. Like I was swollen. I was, fat because I was an alcoholic. Yeah. And when like the mind blowing thing is like a small, bad food, let's say, has like twice as much calories in like 10 times the amount of something like rice.
Yeah, bro.
So you can eat such a big volume of something healthy. Yeah. And it's the same as a small sugar thing,
Yeah. Well, even like, you get a large chips from Macca's. I think they're like nearly 700 calories.
Yeah.
You can eat a fucking kilo of spudlight potatoes cut into chips, cooked in the air fryer with no oil, and that's like fucking 300 calories.
It's crazy,
If you make food yourself as well, if you make the foods that you're obsessed with as a fatty and make them at home yourself, you can enjoy them every day and still lose weight. That's another crazy thing. You can have burgers every day. You could have. I used to make these when I was in my cut. I'd make 2 chicken burgers. I'd use cornflakes as the crumbing, chuck the chicken in the air fryer. I'm having 2 full crunchy chicken burgers
for
KFC, 700 calories, bro. 700 calories for 2 burgers. It's so insane.
Good. Yeah. What I used to do too is because I'm a sugar fanatic, bro. Yeah. I love sugar. When I'd get home from work at like 10 p.m. at night and I'd usually have an ice cream, I'd just have a chocolate honeycomb protein shake. Yeah. So it's still so sweet.
Or just abuse the no sugar drinks.
Yeah.
0 calories and they're sweet as fuck.
No, but I need the protein.
Yeah. Bro, I drink about 10 Pepsi Maxes a day.
Yeah, really? Hectic, bro. What I want you to talk about now, which was, I thought, amazing, talking about no excuses, is the story about the MS person.
Oh, yeah. So
tell us about that, bro.
When I first started posting originally, I did a video very much like this where I told people that there's no excuse to be fat now. It's like the reason you're fat is you. And, you get a lot of overweight people defending themselves. Oh, I've got this, I've got that. And then you've got people like this girl who responded who she's got MS, which is like your muscles start deteriorating over time, and
so she can't train and stuff.
Yeah, she put on like 30 kilos when she got diagnosed. She thought she was fucked. Anyway, she took charge, learnt calories, got smart with how she ate. She ended up losing like 40 kilos and got in the best shape of her life. And she's someone whose like muscles are deteriorating.
So she can't even move.
Yeah, if she can do it, anyone can fucking do it.
Yeah, 100%. That's such a crazy story.
Even just like the other, like a lot of girls like to use PCOS as like a thing why they
hormones and stuff, which is somewhat understandable.
Weight on the scales, but they don't fluctuate your actual body fat.
Yeah.
But PCOS, you'd have chicks saying they've got PCOS, they can't lose weight, but then you've got other women replying to their comments, literally saying, I've got PCOS. I took accountability. I fixed my issues. I learned nutrition and I've lost 30 kilos. It's all
victim mentality.
It is victim mentality. It's acceptance and accountability. Like you need to stop thinking that you are, it's unfair. Life's done. Like, I've got this condition. I'm doomed. No, you're not. You can do anything. Doesn't matter.
You can use it and turn your pain into purpose, or you can. It's like you are either a victim or a victor.
Yeah, 100%. It might be unfair that you have a genetic disposition or a medical condition.
Yeah.
Because, yes, you do have to eat less calories than someone who is a normal, healthy human, but that is not an excuse. It is your responsibility to still stick to those calories.
Yeah, 100%. Next thing I want to know, obviously losing such a lot of weight, you're going to have leftovers.
Yeah.
What's your view on surgery? Will you do it? Won't you do it?
So I get a lot of blokes reaching out to me who have also lost a fair bit of weight, who are really self-conscious about their loose skin. Me personally, when I first lost the weight, I was really self-conscious of it. But even though I was self-conscious, I'm not someone who really cares when I'm self-conscious. I still get my shirt off. It doesn't bother me. But I've learned people only notice my loose skin when I point it out.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that obvious. Yes, if you had massive tits, your tits would be noticeable. But for me, my skin's not too bad. If I do a bodybuilding show, yes, I would like to get the snip just to
100%.
give myself the best chance on stage. But at the moment, like, really, I would just love to fill in enough that I don't even need the surgery. And it's not, like I said, it's not that noticeable for me. But if you are someone who seriously struggles with the mental side of losing the weight because of that loose skin, 100% surgery would be viable, best option for you. But, it's 10 grand. Yeah. But if you go to your doctor and tell them it's making you suicidal, most of the time they will give you a referral to the surgeon so you can get some money back on Medicare. So
Quick tip.
Facts.
So one other thing that's gone viral at the moment is Retta.
Yeah, retatrutide.
Retatrutide. A lot of people, they've had so many problems with Ozempic and Mounjaro. They reckon Mounjaro is better than Ozempic and it's got less side effects. I, for one, lost quite a few kilos on the Mounjaro at the start of my journey when I started my diet and training. But now retatrutide is taking over the world.
So I'm no doctor, by the way.
We are not scientists.
From what I know, Ozempic is just fucked for you. Like, you physically cannot eat on it. Like, anyone that I know who's done Ozempic physically cannot eat without feeling sick. You lose muscle, you lose fat. And the dude who made it is literally in $1 trillion lawsuit because everyone who stayed on for a year plus is going blind.
Yeah.
Retta, I've done Retta myself. I've got many friends who have done Retta. Stops the food noise, helps the appetite. Like, you can still eat on Retta. That's the best part. You can still eat on it. It's more you've got to be conscious to eat because you're not thinking about food, but you can still eat on it. You will get fuller from your meals, but it's all dose dependent. You can just change your dose. Me personally, I'm on fucking 7 milligrams a week at the moment for my cut. I can still eat but it helps with that head noise. Like, I can stretch out my calories for the day and not suffer like I would normally back in the day. So it's definitely a game changer, especially if you are a really large person who struggles with binge eating. Canceling that food noise, canceling that ability to binge eat, because as soon as you eat too much, it pretty much teaches you portion control because you can't overeat.
Yeah. So, 100%. It's crazy.
And it's a triple antagonist. It does a lot of different things. I know it improves your lipid profiles. It helps your insulin sensitivity. It's got a lot of other little unique benefits to it that Ozempic and Mounjaro don't have.
Yeah. So. I read something the other day. I can't pinpoint the word, but basically it's like Ozempic's on level 1. Retatrutide is on level 4. Yeah. Because it does 4 different levels to your body instead of just weight loss. Yeah, it's hectic. It's
a GLP-1 antagonist, glucagon pathway, something, and then something else. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's magic.
With eating disorders, we spoke before about Robin being a dancer and how she thought she had an eating disorder by almost having to be being told she had to be anorexic to be the best dancer she could be. Is it a trap?
That's dancing's fault. No, counting calories is not an eating disorder. If you count calories and you are weighing your food, it's usually for a goal.
Yeah.
There is commitments you make to reach certain goals. Yeah, if you are in an aggressive cut and you're tracking calories, to the average person, it looks like you're starving yourself. you're trying to achieve something. I don't think counting calories is an eating disorder.
Yeah, no, I don't either. I think it's a form of discipline at a high level.
100%.
You know, because you look at like me right now, I've stopped. I was counting my calories. I wasn't being extreme with it, but I was doing enough to be locked in. But then you've got levels, like the people that prep for competitions.
Yeah, bodybuilding's a whole
like
different
that.
thing. The average person does not need to count calories like a bodybuilder. A bodybuilder is fine-tuning the human body.
Yeah.
So everything has to be to the gram.
Yeah.
And especially the closer you get to fucking a show, they even start tracking your sodium and stuff. No normal human needs to track their electrolytes.
One of my coaches did that, and he told me the sodium has to be the same level as your potassium.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It balances each other out.
Yeah.
I don't know the science behind it.
I don't know the science behind it.
I paid good money to learn that. So it's a flex.
Yeah.
All right. The last question before we just get to know you and we have a good male to male chat is body dysmorphia. Bro, I struggle with that a lot, especially standing next to you.
My body dysmorphia, especially at the start of my journey, now that I've built quite a lot of muscle, it's a lot easier for me to be comfortable with myself. But say when I get very far in a bulk, all it takes is for me to see someone leaner than me in the gym, and I do get a little bit in my head about body dysmorphia. Or also when I'm cutting, the starting of cutting sucks because you deplete all your glycogen, you look soft and flabby, but you're not shredded yet.
Yeah.
So you're like this awkward skinny fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm there right now.
One way I can describe it to you watching is that for me personally is like I can look at myself and it's like a misconception, if that makes sense, between my real size and what I believe it is.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
the way I see myself, and like until I can get a picture or look in the mirror, I'm just so judgmental.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
A thing I actually is really funny to me because I have really bad body dysmorphia for is because a lot of bodybuilders and people who go to the gym are like sub 6 foot and stuff, their legs get really thick really fast.
Yeah.
I'm 6'4". I think my legs are tiny
So do
because
I.
they're small compared to these other dudes I train with. But then everyone I train with was like, what the fuck do you mean you think your legs are small? Because they are fucking huge, but to my proportion compared to their proportions being so short, like my legs are the same size, but they don't look the same size because I'm so fucking tall. And it fucks with my head hardcore, dude. Really bad.
Especially if someone was like, oh, you skip leg day. You'd be spiraling,
Oh, you'd have to die.
Bro, I have the same problem, but I actually am lazy with my legs, so it's my own fault.
Oh, see, I was for like the first. They were always off and on. I'd always get an injury from training legs, so then I would avoid them for a year.
Yeah.
But now I'm consistently training legs.
I actually
They
have
grown heaps.
3 screws in my hip, so I don't squat that much.
Yeah,
But it doesn't mean I can't do leg extensions.
that's all you need, bro.
Yeah. People say, like, it popped into my head just saying that comparison is the biggest thief of joy.
100%.
Which is, like, if you look at it like that, body dysmorphia can play a big role.
Yeah.
Like, in comparison and, you know, thinking you're smaller than someone else or they've got better skin or better eyes or better hair. Like, comparing yourself instead of loving yourself is the biggest robbery of joy and self-love, bro.
Especially because comparing yourself to someone is like, you don't know how long they've been doing something for too, or like how long someone's been training for. So to look at someone with big legs and be like, fuck, my legs aren't like that yet. Like, you don't know. They might have fucking been so dialed in and committed 15 of their lives to get to those legs.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you've been training for 2 years. So stop comparing yourself to someone because you don't know anyone's journey.
Yeah.
You can only compare it to yourself because you know where you've been and what you've been through.
Exactly. You got to own it, eh?
Yeah.
And
100%.
like, not be surface level. Like, they could have been training for 20 years.
Yeah. 100%.
Like, you have no idea. They could have been locked in where you've just got locked in. You know? It's not going to happen overnight.
Yeah.
I had a bit of a memory blank where I was going next. With your friend circles, what was it like when you were obese or fat?
So I wish I got fat shamed by my friends back then, but no one ever, like, I guess I did in the sense of like, we all joked about me being fat, but I also joked about it as much. Like it was never, I never felt bullied for being fat. So I never realized at the time how fat I was either.
Yeah.
And those friends also, once I started losing the weight, no one realizes you're 160 kilos that's in your life every day because they watched you get to that size slowly. They don't see no big change.
Yeah.
But then losing the weight and then people see you, they're like, what the fuck? Like, you used to be huge.
Yeah.
You show them photos and it's like, it's mind-blowing, but also like slightly enablers because they're the, like, if you're the fat friend, when you go out for lunch and everyone can't finish their meals, oh, Kane, you eat it. Of course I'm going to fucking eat it. I'm fat.
The running joke, eh?
But like everyone, pass it to the fat guy.
Same with addiction. We were talking about it before. Is like people say, "Oh, you're depressed. Have a drink. Have a line. Like, cover it up. Numb yourself."
Or even when you go out sober. Like, come on, bro. Just have one beer.
Yeah, you're not even having fun.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
It's crazy, bro. And that's the thing is like people that I guess don't love themselves and they're already trying to fit in with the circle they don't belong in. Whether it's addiction, making someone drink to fit in, or having a joke about someone being fat to fit in and you know, just have a running joke, it stops you from looking in the mirror yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? And that's such a huge part of everyone's journey that's actually doing well with themselves.
Yeah.
We've both been through it, is we had to look in the mirror and get honest.
I had to be very honest with myself in the last year and a half to get to where I am now.
Yeah, it's crazy. What did that look like for you?
So with the weight loss journey, I still battled ups and downs with self-improvement and then relapsing on the drugs and going through a lot of things, and I've ruined a lot of relationships and friendships. And about a year and a half ago, it all got really rough. A girl I was seeing for a while, she got pregnant. I wigged out, didn't want to have the kid, left her, went off the rails, got into the drugs, was just literally self-destructing my life, wasn't there for the birth of my child, wasn't there for the fucking first 8 months of his birth, was just so on a fucking tear. And then the turning point for me was my auntie and uncle who took me in, pretty much mum and dad, I adore. My uncle was trying, he kept giving me warnings, but he was trying to sack me. He asked me to come over and wanted to sack me because it was he's still trying to run a business, but he's setting up these jobs. I'm not showing up to work because I'm just rug fucking myself.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're both crying, trying to help me, and I've just lost it. I'm standing over them, fucking abusing them. I left. I'm in my car, and I realized what I've just done, and that for me was such a heavy thing because they're the two people in my life that they mean so much to me. They've done so much for me. I will ever be grateful for them. And that was when I was like, there is something wrong with me. No way would I ever fucking stand over these two people.
Yeah.
And then started doing heaps of therapy and psychiatrists and stuff, and finally got diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, which I'm a huge advocate for getting professional mental health help now because of how quickly my life has changed and improved. Getting this diagnosis, learning my triggers, how to go about them, how to avoid them, how to stop myself from spiraling, splitting. Getting that help gave me so much control of my life.
Yeah.
And now I'm in my son's life. I have him 50-50. Great relationship with the baby mama. So thankful that she let me in my son's life. Such a beautiful partner now. I've quit plumbing. I've done my Cert 4 in fitness. I'm doing online coaching. I'm doing social media. I'm literally living a dream. And it was such a horrible thing that had to happen for me to realize that there was something wrong in my life. But, I took that and was like, fuck, I need to do better. And I've just consistently worked on myself since then, dialed in all the habits I can to make sure that my mental health never gets to that state again.
Oh.
And
We just lost some lighting on the sign. Again, it is what it is. Do you know what made me? I remembered this time in my life just then where I was a bad alcoholic, and I had my first birthday after 15 years with no drugs.
Yeah.
So I couldn't numb or balance out the alcohol.
Yeah.
And I had a carton of vodka before lunchtime.
Yeah.
By 5 p.m. I blacked out.
Yeah.
And I thought I went to bed. And I woke up to Robin, my fiance, punching me, just going, what are you doing? And I woke up I came to and I was in someone's hallway at my friend's house, mid-piss. Mid piss, bro. And the thing is like the worst thing about that is when you're mid piss. Yeah,
I thought I was standing at the door.
Bro, when you're mid piss, you can't switch it off.
No.
So it's the shame you feel having to finish it, you know, in the middle of a hallway at someone's house that you thought you respected and loved.
In the face.
Bro, it's deep. But do you know what? I didn't get honest from that. Because the people around me,
laugh it off.
They laughed it off,
that's
bro.
Funny to them.
Shitty circle.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until Robin, shout out, she made me look in the mirror and she loved me to life. Like, she's like, you're wasting so much potential.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like, you are the Zac Swanton. Like, do something about it.
Yeah.
You know? And I got a purpose.
Yeah.
To become a dad.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like, when did you switch? Like, when did the purpose hit you?
Probably starting with that BPD diagnosis and getting that control of my life because, you know, just gradual steps of the more I improved myself, coming back into my son's life, seeing the joys I actually got from being a father, how happy I am as a father, seeing how much better of a partner I could be to Libby, like how much further all my relationships went with everyone that's in my life by improving myself. It's like where my life is at now. Honestly, if you asked me before I got that diagnosis, that I thought I'd be dead by 30.
Yeah.
Like the amount of suicide attempts I've had and stuff. So
it's crazy.
Having the relationships I have with everyone now, not having to work plumbing, like, that is my why. Like, why would I ever go back or let myself fall off the bandwagon when I am so blessed to be where I am now? And it's just all from self-improvement. Like, just working on yourself. I think so many people could benefit from just doing that inner work and delving in and actually
doing the hard stuff.
Bro.
The real hard stuff.
The real hard stuff. Actually facing the mirror and fucking working on those dark secrets that you know them yourself. You just don't want to fucking accept them.
Yeah. So 2 things. The first one is it's harder to go back than it ever was to start. So just start. If you don't start, it's going to be hard. If you do start, it's going to be hard. Choose your hard. 100%. They're both going to be hard. You know, there's no easy way to live life. Life is meant to be a struggle.
Well, that's what builds society you. Now is trying to be mediocre. So everyone tells you, don't stress yourself out. Don't work too much. Don't do this. Don't do that. But no one who's fucking successful has had an easy life.
Nah, it just looks easy when they get the result.
Yeah, no one sees the hard. Everyone ignores you when you're struggling and on the come up. And then you make it and everyone goes, fuck, you were lucky.
Yeah.
Fuck, you've made it. You were lucky. A lucky one.
It's
you did not
luck,
see
bro.
all the fucking all the demons fought together, bro.
The demons that you have to face mentally, like to actually learn how to love yourself and you know, and fight your triggers, your traumas. You know, have that circulation of the circuit from a trauma response. Like there's 6 different types of trauma, adaptable, etc., etc. Yeah. You have to like figure out exactly what your trauma stems from, where it started, whether it was abandonment, like myself. My dad left. I was confused. I was angry. Then I never stopped grieving.
Went through the same.
And then I numbed it with drugs and alcohol. Like there's so much you have to discover. Yeah. It's crazy, eh?
I think the biggest thing for me, childhood wise, like I'm not going to talk on any specific things, but I didn't have a dad either. He was a heroin addict. And then me and my mum just don't see eye to eye. Yeah. And then my half brother was born and she's his golden angel and I was just the black sheep. So I was just like, I've just always felt like the bad guy and there's something wrong with me. Like I was always never meant to be here kind of thing. And I grew up with that mindset. Like in year 7, I remember telling her I'm depressed and she was just like, kids don't get depressed. Like fuck off. And
that's brutal.
It's just like the amount of times, that's on benders caused me to have suicide attempts and do really bad things. Like I fucking had one where I gashed my wrists open, overdose on the Xannies,
Yep.
I always, the biggest weight lifted off me was I always was looking for an apology
Yeah.
Like I needed the full understanding of how I felt. But as soon as I learnt to accept the apology I'm never going to get, like I've got no bad blood towards her now. I love my life. She's a great grandmother to my son. Yeah. My baby mama sees her. She's a great grandmother to my son. I don't even talk to my half brother. He's on her side. That he's a great uncle to him. We don't communicate, and everything's great. Like I'm happy. There's no bad blood anymore. Like the childhood trauma I had, accepting that apology is pretty much off my chest. I don't have any. I don't know how to explain it, but it's literally just a weight lifted off my chest. Yeah. Learning to forgive and accept the apology I was never going to get has given me so much more power in my life now, because I don't ever think of any of those things. I don't, and that was like I was telling you out there how I have that real, with the BPD, I have that real evil tendency to get you back, either physically or mentally. That was a lot to do with that feeling of like, I need you to feel how I felt. So I would try and, if you fucked me over, I would try and think of the worst way to fuck you over. So you knew how I felt.
Worse,
But that made me such a shit person growing up, because I'd fucking ruined so many friendships and shit doing that. But learning to forgive, even when someone does me wrong now, it is what it is.
It's their stuff.
Yeah, it actually, I move past everything so easily now. Nothing bothered. Like it's just.
Well, in Stoicism, bro, I've been reading the book, and basically, you're in control of your emotions, and when you lose control of your emotions, and it leads to reaction, you lose your power.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, it's crazy. And the thing is like, I actually forgave my dad, and I understood that he was who he was. I'm not making excuses for him, but the thing is I'm not carrying it anymore because all it did was affect me. Yeah. It's not affecting him.
No, it doesn't.
You know, it's the same as someone does you wrong now, is you apologize for them to yourself so you can let it go, make peace with it, because it's their stuff.
Trauma is like getting bitten by a venomous snake, and instead of going to get help, you're there asking the snake, why did it bite you?
That's sick. That's sick, bro.
You're not going to stand there and ask a fucking red belly black why it bit you. Why did you die slowly?
100%. What me and Kane relate to a lot is we've both got strong women in our life. You know?
Yeah.
Crazy women, completely, you know, grew our purpose, but not only that, helped us feel safe and secure and valued, you know.
100%.
Tell us about that. What's that mean for you?
Libby, my little Libby, man, the man I am now is also massively thanks to her. Like how much she believed in me when I didn't believe in myself at the start is what got me on the right path too. She pushed me to do my certs because I said I wanted to get into fitness. She pushed me to start posting on social media. She told me that I would be everything where I am today. She's seen it before I could see it. And last year when I was doing those certs and I was juggling plumbing, training, trying to get lean, meal prep, kid, course, any little way she could help me to make my life easier, she did. She would meal prep all my food. She would go and clean all my clothes. I would get home from my course. She would have dinner on the table ready. So as soon as I got in, I could eat my dinner, and she would tell me go straight to bed so I could get up early enough to go train before work. And the amount of effort she's put in to help me get to where I am, like, it's another purpose why I will never go back, because it's like, she's done all this for me.
It's like, find someone that believes in you more than you believe in yourself.
Every great man has an even greater woman behind him.
100%. It's only like Robin, she not only helped me get honest and gave me a place to cry and sob when I needed healing, you know, and made me, like, she drew it out of me. Yeah. Like, sucked it out, all the sadness and, you know, the toxicity. And I just sobbed on her shoulder for so long. Like, and when you get vulnerable, that's the most strength you can ever show. 100%. Like, real men, like, it's not about bottling stuff up. You have the most strength when you can show someone, I'm not unbreakable.
100%.
You know, I'm fully human and I need a safe place too.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, and that way you don't carry the depression, the anxiety,
No, you bottle shit up. You become a shit partner. That's where you get resentful. You get fucking angry. You fucking start snapping. Like, you bottle shit up. You're just going to create issues at home. Yeah.
It's so cool, eh?
Yeah.
And like the thing is, these women, they sacrifice with you. Robin and I slept, I was telling you before, we slept on a mattress in a brand new house for 7 months because she let me and told me to spend all the money we had for furniture on a coach. She's like, babe, one day we'll get a gold-plated couch, you know, or a gold-plated bed frame. We'll get off the floor one day. The other day, she let me invest more money and we ate 2-minute noodles and tuna cans.
Yeah.
Like what you see on social media, it's not always the case.
Nah, 100%, bro.
And I guess part of that is like, do you reckon it's like an authority thing until you're grown? Like not having people doubt your authority because of the struggle? Yeah, because they have no idea.
I think a man will always perform better if he has someone to believe in him. Like a man wants to feel like he's capable. So having a woman who 100% believes you're capable and pushes you to be that man. 100%.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. So like, where are you going with life at the moment?
At the moment, just continuing to try and grow my online coaching and my socials. Hopefully next year, potentially move to Gold Coast and then, you know, just keep growing what I'm trying to do right now.
Pretty cool. I'll see you in the Goldie, bro.
Fuck yeah.
Get them gains.
Yeah.
All right. What piece of advice, the hardest truth to wake the public up, what do you got for them?
Accountability. Like you look in the mirror and you actually think about what's wrong with you or the things you hate about yourself, accepting those and doing something about them. If you are fat, no fat person is happy with being fat. If I offered you a pill to lose all the fat in your body, you'd take it in a fucking heartbeat. No matter how many comments you post on saying body positivity or I'm happy, fucking lying to yourself. We've all got demons we need to fix. We've all got things we hate about ourselves. But the power is in accepting that you hate those things and not lying to yourself and fucking making that change.
Yeah.
There's too many people who fucking could be so much more if they fix the things they hate about themselves, but they let them hold them back for the whole life.
100%.
It's confronting. It's confronting accepting the things that you hate about yourself.
It's scary, but it will be the best and the most rewarding thing you ever do in your life.
100%. And that's why, mate, that's why every fucking Aussie binge drinks and fucking gets on the bags and comfort eats. Like we're all trying to drown out something we hate about ourselves.
Yeah.
Sex, food, drugs, it's all the same.
Yeah, 100%. Where that all changed for me is solitude,
100%.
You know, we spoke about this earlier in the day is every successful person has to learn and discover what it's like to be alone.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you suffer with attachment issues or trauma, like, or codependency, like solitude is scary, bro.
Yeah, 100%. The two things that helped me was choosing to not see my friends anymore when I wanted to get sober and not be on the drugs. Like I had to take myself out of the environment that caused me to go back to being my old self. So not seeing those friends anymore, but also Libby being the kind of person that I can trust.
Yeah.
I will never have doubt in Libby. She is so rock solid that it also helps me be comfortable being alone.
Yeah.
Like I could sit in the
so
couch.
secure.
Yeah, bro. We wouldn't have to talk for a week and I wouldn't even fucking sweat it. Like it wouldn't even stress me out. In the past, I fucking have had the most severe anxious attachment style. I've needed constant physical touch. I need to see each other fucking at least once a day, like constantly in my head. Do you actually love me? Libby, perfect.
Yeah, perfect. So toxic. I used to be the same.
Yeah.
I drove an hour and a half through tolls and everything to see this girl for like half an hour to act as if I was the best man she's ever seen. And, you know,
it's actually kind of pathetic.
It's shit you so do. Pathetic and codependent.
Yeah,
and
you waste
toxic,
all this
bro.
money and shit. You just
I couldn't even afford the fuel, bro.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like the attraction got lost straight away. And the thing is when I healed and I got honest and I lost all that codependency and attachment, I realized how stupid.
You feel pathetic.
It was pathetic.
When you look back at some of the shit you did to grovel and try and feel loved, it is like, wow, bro.
Put on the sad
I think of some of the shit I've done in the past. I'm like, what was wrong with you?
Yeah, but the thing is, that's the difference between boys and men.
Yeah.
There's this thing I live by now, and I see it quite a lot, is there's a lot of males in the world, but not many men.
Yeah.
There's a lot of boys.
100%.
There's about 9 in 10 men in the world right now have no healthy masculinity, and they're literally boys that haven't matured. They're still like toxic. They still don't know who they are. They still haven't fought their triggers and figured out their mental health. Like,
you can't be a fucking solid man, especially for your loved ones, until you fucking fix yourself.
100%.
A strong man is someone who's confronted his problems.
Yeah. Bang. I love that. I love that. Well, we'll get ready to finish it up. I want to know the most confronting hard truth you've got for the public right now.
There's no reason to be fat. Fuck you, fat cunts. No, you're not cunts, but like, seriously, if you're proper overweight, like if you're a little bit chubby, that's all right. But if you're proper overweight where it's starting to be a risk to your health, there's no excuse.
Yeah.
There's no excuse to be that overweight. Like, there's so much knowledge online to learn fucking foods and calories and like what foods are calorie dense. You don't have to get the scales out. You don't have to weigh every single thing.
You don't even need to train.
No,
honestly.
I lost 40 kilos at the start of my journey without training. I just fucking moved more and ate less. It's that simple. You look at a fat dog. You have a fat pet dog. What do? Oh, I'm going to take him for more walks and give him less food. You're no different. Eat less, move more. It's that simple.
Simple math. Thank you so much for coming on today,
No worries, bro.
It's so good to have you here. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching Truth or Die. See us on the next one. Let's get it.
Yo.